All right, cool. I'm Eric from Mad City. I've got to announce a couple groups today for tomorrow. Basically, how this will work is there'll be 3 groups of teams, and you guys will show up at different times. Last time, the times were 9:30 a.m., 1:30 p.m., and 5:45 p.m. So depending on what group you're in, you will arrive at a different time. One thing I will note is that Land Gods, Bull Cut, Kingdom, and Winter Fox will not be in the same group. So while this is truly random, I won't allow that to happen. Just based on past lands and performance, and then obviously Winter Fox being a pro team, it's just not going to happen. So we're at least going to separate those 4. As far as everybody else, it'll just be completely random. So I'm just going to do that now. And we're using Battlefy. They've just got like an auto seed, like random function that works here. So let's see. Land Gods C, Bullcut B, Winter Fox A, Kingdom A. So actually that looks pretty good. Yeah, I think this is fine. So basically, if you're in these groups, I'll send an email to everybody on Battlefy right now. Also, everybody that got an Eventbrite ticket, I'll send an email to you as well. I know there's a lot of people that haven't paid yet. I'll announce the groups and the times on the ESEA post as well. But this is pretty much good. I think this is available to you guys as well. So if you see, I think you can go to brackets on the Battlefy page and then just see the groups and the matchups and everything. So that's about it for now, keeping it short. We're going to put a YouTube video up today of the first event. We finally got that done, so that'll be up. It is free for spectators, yep. And then we're going to be selling these 2 t-shirts and some stickers tomorrow as well. So if you want to check those out, they're at shop.madcity.gg. I'll hang out for a couple more minutes in case anybody else has any more questions. Otherwise, we'll be live tomorrow at 10 a.m. I'm not sure the stream will be up at that time, but the event will for sure be rolling by then. Whole team there by 9 a.m. Sunday. Gravy, you're on, was it Impact, right? So Gravy, if you're on Impact, you're in Group C, so you don't have to be there until 5:45 p.m. Group A is 9:30 a.m., Group B is 1:30 p.m., and Group 3, or Group C, is 5:45. So 9:30, 1:30, 5:45. There's only 30 computers available at Wit Gaming, so we basically just sit teams down, and while the group is active, those are the people playing on the computers. So unless it's one of these groups of 5 teams, I don't think there's going to be extra computers to warm up or anything like that, which is kind of a bummer. But Wit will be expanding in the future. Yeah, my Winter Fox mousepad. Tell Thane to bring some. You know Thane? Or Lex? Lex has some, I'm sure. Yep, Group A is 10 a.m. or 9:30. You guys ideally want to be playing by 10 a.m. Group B, 1:30 p.m. Group C, 5:45. And again, I'll put these on the ESEA post. I'll email everybody that's already bought a ticket, and I'll email everybody that at least was a captain in Battlefy. If your email is in there, you will get a notification describing which group you're in. Because obviously everybody's not on the stream right now, so everyone's got to be able to see it. I don't know, Clutch. The other thing about Wit for spectators is there are a decent amount of big TVs. There's a couple couches. There's enough chairs. It's a pretty small space, so it gets kind of tight in there. But there should be plenty of room to spectate and hang out. I don't know if you guys have ever been to a Philadelphia, but I guess it's kind of similar to that, where they've got a little seating area. We'll have the same. If you haven't gotten a hotel yet, there's one right behind the venue. I know last time we did an event, it sold out pretty quick. There's a lot of people coming, so 16 teams, 80 people, probably a couple of spectators. We probably expect to have around 100 people out there. The hotel isn't very big, but there are many nearby. It's kind of like a typical Chicago suburb with lots of hotels and malls and shit around. Yeah, for sure. Gravy, you're coming from Springfield, right? Springfield or St. Louis out there? Yeah, you can totally leave tomorrow. Yeah, that's true. There's a little bit of room behind players. Not a ton. I guess it depends which row you're in. Like those middle sections had enough room to spectate and hang out, but the ends were a little bit tight. But yeah, feel free to do any of that. If you're on the stream here and you have signed up your team and you have the access to do so, if your team has actual Steam IDs in there, when you guys check in tomorrow with Thane, we're gonna ask you guys to change those to aliases. Battlefy does something weird where it specifically named that field Steam ID, but I have no idea who's on this team or no limit. These aren't even Steam IDs as far as I know, unless they're all brand new. That's a fucking long ID. How many teams go to playoffs with 16 teams? 6. So it's still going to be the same. So I guess those two groups of 5 kind of have an advantage because they don't have to play as many matches. And it's a larger percentage of teams making out of those groups. We're not closing registrations at all, so if we do happen to get 2 more teams in the next, 20 hours, that would be awesome, because we can just dump them in the later groups. Yeah, Evade, the groups have been picked. You guys can visit the... Let's see, I'll just put a link to it in the chat here. Again, they're available here, but I'm also going to make a post on ESCA after I'm done with the stream, and then send out an email to everybody that's registered on Battlefy and everybody that's purchased a ticket on an Eventbrite. Remember, tomorrow the price goes up to $75. So right now online you can pay for $65, and then it will go up. That's probably going to flip at midnight, so you'll definitely want to do that earlier today. Evade, which team are you on? Well, I guess you'll find out in a second here. But yeah, Group A is Zega, Kingdom, Running the Game, Winter Fox. Some people want to be in their group, and then some people don't. I don't even know which team is I Saw Power playing under now. I mean, I guess Land Gods is one, but Lennox was supposed to be on a team. I'll have to ask him. Yeah, is Lennox not playing at all now then? Because I know he originally wanted to sign up, but he wanted me to put him in Group C. So if his team would have gotten drawn for A, I just would have moved A to C and C to A. I'm going to message him just in case. I want to make sure that's true. I forgot about that. LAN brawl. Shot up S on the forums. Is there still 2 teams to get out of groups even though there's only 16 teams reg? I'd say yes. I think the more games we play, the better. So I'd hate to have a smaller playoff bracket. I'm sure there'll be plenty of Steel Series gear to go around. Lots of Mad City stickers too. We're gonna have Dark Matter coffee there again, so we should be selling some cold brews throughout the day. We should have some staff on that to make it a little bit smoother and easier than last time. But that's good stuff. Seemed like go over pretty well last time. Another perfect LAN. I hope so. There were some delays at the last Mad City. Hopefully this time around we've got our shit together. I know we've got some good stuff on the production side of things. We should have 3 casters out this weekend. We're going to have RN. He casted last time. His name's Alex. We've got Laser Jesus. His name is John. And we've got Do the Do. His name is Kyle. He's from Milwaukee. But they're going to do a great job. And there'll be 3 of them, so we don't have to have them cast an entire 2 days. They can take breaks, hop on and off. Yeah, Group A took forever because we had a couple delays. This time around, I think there was a bug related to HyperX headsets and Mumble, was it? Or was it TeamSpeak? I think it was Mumble. But as soon as we switched over to TeamSpeak, things were gravy. So we're just going to start the day with TeamSpeak this time. It might make sense to get everybody in Discord at some point so that we can communicate with everybody, but I don't know if I want to introduce something new to this. I just want it to go as smoothly as possible. Yeah, it was Mumble, wasn't it? Yeah, luckily after those hiccups, it just seemed to be pretty smooth on out. So as long as we're just proactive about that not happening again, then we'll be good. Got a lot of setup to do tonight, but we should be good. If you're under the age of 21, do you still get cold brews? Of course. It's just coffee, bro. Iced coffee, I should say. Not beers. Dark Matter Coffee. Chicago company. Yes, the old micro stutters. It said Dank Matter Coffee. That good stuff. I'm going to hang out for a little bit more. I'm going to write the post for the groups, post it, email you guys, and then we'll see you tomorrow. But I'll be here for a couple more minutes. Accidentally put Bullcut Esports into my group. They're supposed to be in A, not B. Make it happen. Can't, dude. I kind of like this format. I mean, for the past couple events, I have truly randomized what the groups will be, and then I will do the same thing that I would have done today had it been stacked in any group. But I didn't have to do that today. So we're being transparent as possible. We're showing this the way the groups are picked publicly, so it's fair. When we do BYOC events, we've got a little bit more flexibility because we have everyone on a computer at all times for the duration of like 2 days. So we don't pick groups like this. People don't get eliminated. All group play is determined, or all playoff seeds are determined based on the results of the group play. So when we do BYOCs with MWL, we're going to be partnering with Windy City LAN here in a couple weeks, which we haven't announced yet, but we will soon. There's a lot more flexibility to get a lot more games in. But again, the structure of what we do at the WIT Gaming LANs is because we're limited on computers. So we're trying to have as many teams as possible play on 30 computers throughout the event. I don't think Bullcut got in Premiere, no. If they did, that's awesome. I fucking love it when Midwest teams do well. Alright, I'm gonna make this post. If you guys know anybody else, why would they be in Premiere? Because they're fucking dope, dude. Nightbot. Fucking savage, dude. But yeah, if you guys know anybody else, like 2 teams, that's 10 people. There's 45 fucking ringers out there, so if we can make 2 more teams happen in the next so many hours, that would be awesome. Initially, we announced this weekend's event as a part of a BYOC in Chicago, and we decided to separate with that group and do this event at WIT again because it went very smooth last time. We really like our partnership with David, but with that, we missed a couple opportunities to post on like Reddit and maybe a little bit more effort in social media, Facebook, etc. But if you guys know anybody that wants to play LAN, it's fun even though you don't know everybody. Just come frag, dude. It's also a holiday weekend, so I'm pretty surprised that we were able to even get 16. That's awesome. I hope that all of these teams are indeed coming. There is a possibility that a team signs up on Battle5 but doesn't show up or pay or anything. I hope that's not the case because that would change how these groups work, but we are definitely having a 6-team playoff no matter what, so it's all good. There's definitely some new teams this time around that we didn't see last time. I think Chicago's ready for a 24-team tournament. What do you guys think? Matt, do it, bro. Actually, that drive would suck. There are people coming from Colorado, though, I believe. There's definitely people coming from Kansas City. Like the Impact guys, a couple of them. No, El Jackson. He started driving last night, I think. Some dedicated fucking gamers, dudes. House Begoli. What's up, man? Group B. Or nah. Yeah, Dazzled. That's the plan. You know, if we could just do that today, that'd be great. A year and a half ago, when we started Mad City, we didn't even have the name yet, but we've been doing events in Chicago for the last year and a half and building this community. Where we started last January 2015 and today, it's much different. There's many more players coming out to more events. There's more consistency in teams that are showing up and sticking together. I think we just had to build a community first before we pull that kind of event. We've sold out 2 18-team events on our own. This one's 16 on a holiday weekend with short notice. We announced this a month and a half ago. I think we're definitely on the way there. We asked around. It seems like 8K to 10K is enough to start getting some of the non-West Coast pro teams to come out. If it's short travels like Toronto to Chicago or like East Coast to Chicago, that's much easier than like all the San Diego teams coming up. There's also big things like E-League happening that we kind of have to schedule around because obviously everyone's out there right now, or at least each group is. So another thing we're considering is doing a Mad City event somewhere else. So we may do a West Coast event, or we'd like to. No real plans moving forward with that yet, but ultimately we like what we do. You guys seem to like what we do, so just want to do more of it. But Dazzle, if you want to donate 10K to the prize pool, I'll gladly accept that. That'd be awesome, man. Real event in Denver. True. Yeah, that could happen. They've got that new Kansas City RTZ LAN Center opening up. It's pretty fucking dope. In obviously Kansas City, but nobody does stuff out here, bruh. We do stuff out here all the time. Well, obviously it would be bigger, yeah. But you can't announce something that large without having it. At least I'm not willing to do so. There's a lot of people in the space. I won't name any names or events or anything or call anybody out, but there's been events where people have announced big pools that they didn't have the money to, and it just comes out of their pocket. Nothing is going to come out of our pockets. Except for things to invest in making this better. So I personally spend a lot of money on production gear because I'm passionate about making the production better. But I'm not going to front 10K of my own money to gamble on sponsors coming through. I think it's harder than you think. This is our biggest event yet, I would say. Ideally 18 teams at 4,000. It's going to be a little bit less if we're at 16 teams, but only going up from there. We'll definitely do another event in the fall. We may even consider doing our own BYOC event, but we'll see what happens. That adds quite a bit more complexity. The YouTube video, I've got it. I just got to upload it probably later today. It's fucking dope though, guys. We had, I believe his name is Chris, but he goes by Sicko. He lives in Romania, and he edited together a lot of frag clips, and he did an awesome job. The VODs, yeah. We got to do a little bit better about that this time around. It would be awesome if we spent the time to separate each game and kind of had some good organization on that and upload them all to YouTube. The better organized we are, the better it is to find good stuff related to our events. And honestly, the more we have in our portfolio, the better it'll be for us to get sponsors. Price pool breakdown, not too sure yet. I kind of want to see what happens with these last 2 team spots. It wouldn't be crazy if we did get 2 teams before tomorrow morning. I'm still going to push and try to make that happen, but I think the first one is somewhere around like high 2000s for first prize, around 1,000 for second, and then probably third place is always just whatever it costs for you to attend. So we'd probably, at the minimum, get everybody their $65 back. We'll definitely have demos for everything, every single match. All the servers record all the demos for every game. And we'll typically there's been a delay in getting those posted, but we'll get on it pretty quickly this time. All right, guys, I should probably do it. I'm going to write the emails for the groups to the captains and to the ticket holders. Group post is up on ESEA if you need to refer to that. Otherwise, if you guys have any questions, you can email me, eric@madcity.gg, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.